Hey everybody, back for another episode. This is 10 laws you didn't know about electric bicycles. Let's just start right off the bat with what is an electric bicycle? How do we define this? So let's go to the US law first. So US code, this is number 2085, and this is a definition for low-speed electric bicycles, according to US code. For the purpose of this section, the term low-speed electric bicycle means a 2- or 3-wheeled vehicle with fully operable pedals and an electric motor of less than 750 watts, whose maximum speed on a paved level surface when powered solely by such a motor while ridden by an operator who weighs 170 pounds, very specific, is less than 20 miles an hour. So they really operationalized this. You could tell this law was written much later than some of the other laws. It has 2 or 3 wheels, which is interesting because if you watched my other episode, you'll learn that some 1-wheeled vehicles actually fit into the category of bicycle for regular bicycles according to California code. And the key is, one of the keys is fully operable pedals, meaning pedals actually can power this thing, human powered, and an electric motor of less than 750 watts. So it has pedals and a motor, but the motor cannot be more than 750 watts. The number 2 thing that you don't know about electric bicycles, we're going to talk about California law. An electric bicycle, they just call it electric bicycle, is a bicycle equipped with fully operable pedals and an electric motor of less than 750 watts. So what they did here was they just took the first part of that definition and that's it. Now here's the key with California code. And so a class 1 electric bicycle, or quote low speed pedal assisted electric bicycle, those are key words, is a bicycle equipped with a motor that provides assistance only when the rider is pedaling, and that ceases to provide assistance when the bicycle reaches the speed of 20 miles an hour. So again, that cut of 20 miles an hour, so they didn't, in California, they did not have it in the main definition, but now they have 20 miles an hour in the secondary class level definition, and we'll see one in a second. The motor only provides assistance for class 1, meaning you can't just use the motor, because that is what class 2 is, which is a low-speed throttle-assisted electric bicycle, meaning you don't have to pedal. You can just use the motor. That's class 2. And again, it can only go up to 20 miles an hour. Interesting they don't add the whole thing about the 170-pound rider here. So I guess technically you could have a more powerful motor and a larger rider. A class 3 electric bicycle, or speed pedal assisted electric bicycle, not low speed, just speed pedal assisted, is a bicycle equipped with a motor that provides assistance only when the rider is pedaling. So in other words, the motor now does not have the throttle where it can run on its own, but it ceases to provide assistance when the bicycle reaches the speed of 28 miles an hour and equipped with a speedometer. So they threw that in there so that I guess people can't trick you, I guess. So anyway, that was a huge development, and California was the first one to really have these gradations. So number 4 law you didn't know about electric bicycles: you don't need a license and registration. Now that is because of those classes we talked about, because of the limitations. Once it gets to a certain point in speed, then it just ceases to become a bicycle. But until that point, you don't need to register, you don't need a license, you don't need insurance. This is California Vehicle Code 12804.9. It says a motorized bicycle or moped, or a bicycle with an attached motor, except an electric bicycle as described in subdivision of section 312.5. So that's where we get the loophole. Basically what it's saying is for motorized bicycles, mopeds, or a bicycle with an attached motor, for those things you do need a class M2 license, and then you need the registration and insurance and all those other things. But for how we're defining electric bicycle, which is why those definitions are so important. Okay, so number 5 law you didn't know about electric bicycles is the distinction between bicycles and mopeds. Now you're probably getting an idea already based on what's been happening here with the speed laws and everything, but so California Vehicle Code 406, a motorized bicycle in quotes, or moped in quotes, is a 2-wheeled or 3-wheeled device having fully operative pedals for propulsion by human power, or having no pedals if powered solely by electrical energy, and an automatic transmission and a motor that produces less than 4 gross brake horsepower and is capable of propelling the device at a maximum speed of not more than 30 miles per hour on level ground. So right away, the 30 miles an hour, you notice that is higher than the other classifications. And also this one is saying it has fully operative pedals or having no pedals if powered solely by electrical energy. So that's what another thing, key difference here. Okay, another law that you didn't know about electric bicycles, actually most stores and employees at stores don't even know this. As of January 2017, you have to put stickers on the bicycles. Now this is in California. Now this is because of those 3 classes. The label shall contain the classification number, the 1, 2, or 3, top assisted speed, and motor wattage of the electric bicycle, and shall be printed in Arial font in at least 9-point type. So they're even specifying the font type here, which is interesting. Number 7 law you didn't know about electric bicycles: a person under 16 years of age shall not operate a Class 3 electric bicycle. Number 8, regular bicycles and Class 1 and 2 electric bicycles, you don't have to wear a helmet unless you're under 18 years of age. For Class 3, everything changes. A person shall not operate a Class 3 electric bicycle or ride upon a Class 3 electric bicycle as a passenger unless that person is wearing a properly fitted and fastened bicycle helmet, but they specified bicycle helmet, that meets the standards of either the ASTM, which is the American Society for Testing and Materials, or the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, CPSC. And it doesn't matter how expensive the helmet is, they all have to meet certain safety laws. So you're basically good with whatever helmet you get. But interestingly, they're specifying that you have to get a fastened bicycle helmet. Guess it can't be a motorcycle helmet? Maybe for visibility? I don't know. That is only for Class 3 electric bicycles. Okay, so number 9 law you didn't know about electric bicycles. In California, you are not allowed to take your Class 3 electric bicycle on a bike path. Seems strange, but that's the law. A motorized bicycle or Class 3 electric bicycle shall not be operated on a bicycle path or trail, bikeway, bicycle lane established pursuant to Section 21207. Now here's the weird part of this law. It says, unless it is within or adjacent to a roadway. Now to me that means a bicycle lane that's on a street. I think the Class 3 bicycle would be okay on that. Again, this is getting into like judge and lawyer, decisions, and even within or adjacent to a roadway. So what does that mean? What I take this to say is if you're on a Class 3 electric bicycle, you pretty much can't ride it on a bikeway unless it's within or adjacent to a roadway, or if the local authority posts signs or says it's okay. I guess they think that 20 miles an hour is a lot different than 28 miles an hour. You run across this in places like government complexes or universities, state-run universities, or parks or airports even. It's basically allowing those kinds of places that are state-run or government-run or publicly owned to set their own laws. It says a person shall not drive a vehicle or animal, or stop, park, or leave standing a vehicle or animal, whether attended or unattended, upon driveways, paths, parking facilities, or on the grounds of any of the following. There's a lot of stipulations here. But again, so it's saying you can't drive, stop, park, or leave standing a vehicle or animal, by the way. Just throw that in the vehicle code. On any of these public places. Great, thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm getting into a little bit more electric bicycles. As you saw from my other videos, I now have a Velomobile. There's also going to be a little circle with the Don't Feed the Animals insignia. You could click on that, it takes you to the channel. You could subscribe to the channel, helps out a lot. Feel free to thumbs up and like and comment on all our videos. And hope you enjoy them. Let me know if there's anything you want to know about. I am here to help. I'm very passionate about promoting bicycling in the world and our community. So I really just want to get more people on the bike paths. Thank you very much for watching.